Hi, this is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional and neither is this story. So look, 33-year-old Oklahoma police officer Daniel Holtzclaw was sentenced to 263 years in prison on charges including rape and preying on African American women over a period of 6 months. So look, according to the reports, prosecutors said Daniel targeted victims in one of Oklahoma City's poorest neighborhoods. He chose them based on their criminal histories, assuming that since they had criminal records, no one would believe them. He would then subject them to assaults that escalated from groping to oral sodomy and rape. One of Daniel's victims was a grandmother of 12. She was among those who spoke out at his sentencing. She said, "He put a flashlight on my chest. He told me to pull my pants down to my knees. I did that, but real quick, and pulled them back up again. He pulled out his flashlight and shined it on my privates. I said, 'Sir, you're not supposed to do this.' He said, 'Get back into my vehicle.' I did what he said. I began to get very, very scared. I tried to perform oral sex," she said, "and trying to talk. I kept saying, 'Sir, please don't make me do this.' I said, 'Are you going to shoot me?' He said, 'I promise I'm not.' I didn't believe him. I kept seeing his gun while he was making me do this. Right there on my street. I was sitting in the passenger side of the car and he was standing there. It was so horrifying. It was unreal. I cried and cried. Finally, he let me go. And I decided right then, if he didn't kill me, I was going to tell on him." 24-year-old Sharda Hill told CNN she was intoxicated the night Daniel arrested her. She was handcuffed to a hospital bed trying to detox. He raped her, she said. "He started to touch me. He touched my breasts. From there, I just didn't know what to think. I am in his custody because whatever he tells me in my mind, I just did it. As far as I know, I could wind up dead in the hospital saying I was overdosed. He violated me and made me give him oral. He stuck his hands into my privates. He done everything against my will." Listen. One of the things that stood out the most to me in this story was Daniel's mind frame, the way that he thinks. The fact that he targeted black women with criminal histories, because in his mind, no one would believe them. Nobody's gonna believe a black woman with a criminal history, a drug addict, a prostitute. In his mind, no way they would believe them over him. So he raped black women every time he felt like it. Listen, there are 17 victims that we know about. Who knows how many others are out there and scared to come forward? Daniel raped a 17-year-old on her mama front porch. Daniel wasn't worried about black women saying nothing about him. What they gonna do? Call 911? And say a police officer raped them? Do they know who I am? I'm an ex-football player, an all-American cop, and my dad is a lieutenant. Knock it off. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. One of his victims, he told her, "Damn, you got a big booty." This is a police officer I'm talking about here. You know, the ones that's here to protect and serve. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something real. Daniel ain't the only cop doing this. Daniel is the only cop serving 263 years for doing this. And I was looking at him crying in the courtroom, and I said to myself, he not crying because of what he done. He's crying because he's going to prison for doing it. Daniel feels betrayed. How in the hell am I going to prison for something like this? I'm not the only cop doing this. Why am I being singled out? I wear a badge just like them.